What's going on, guys? And in today's video we take a quick look at Swansea City's goalkeeping dilemma. Is it a resolved issue? Does the dilemma still go on? What are we going to do going forward as far as a first choice goalkeeper? Obviously, if you're a fan of the Swans or a Championship fan, you'll probably know it's kind of common knowledge that the last few seasons Swansea haven't really had a first choice goalkeeper. So we're going to take a quick look into that sort of issue and that sort of scenario today in this video. But before we get into it, if you are new to the channel, guys, please do consider hitting that subscribe button. I've set a subscriber target for the end of the season for 2,500 subscribers. We're currently on 1,830, I think, so we're not too far off, but still some way for that season target. If we get there, then I will be doing another giveaway on the channel, so be sure to hit that like button on the video if you do enjoy it, and please do hit that subscribe button. So again, like I said, getting into today's video now. Swansea City's goalkeeping issues are pretty much common knowledge if you're a Championship football fan, certainly if you're a Swansea City fan. The last few seasons we've not really had a first choice permanent goalkeeper, with the likes of Freddie Woodman coming in on loan for 2 seasons under Steve Cooper on loan from Newcastle. Fantastic young goalkeeper. Unfortunately, there wasn't really any manoeuvrability, no real effort to try and make that deal permanent. Looking like he's probably going to be a first team player in the Premiership at some point, whether that's with Newcastle. Probably won't be next season. Little dig there at the Geordies, but yeah, fantastic young goalkeeper. Certainly did us very, very proud, winning Golden Glove last season under Steve Cooper, as I say, getting back-to-back playoff pushes, massively instrumental in those clean sheets and getting the results that got us to the playoffs in back-to-back seasons. Obviously, he returned then to St James's Park at the end of last season. Swansea then only left with Stephen Bender and Ben Hamer as their sort of permanent goalkeepers. Neither have really been major first-team goalkeepers in recent seasons. Bender still only 23 years old, still sort of developing as a player, as a youngster, coming through from Germany and then into the Swansea Youth Academy, getting through those age groups, and then working his way into the first team. Not really being given a solid run of games because of, as I say, the quality of Freddie Woodman, those 2 seasons that sort of Bender's been around the first team. So sort of a bit unfair on him, but when you've had a quality goalkeeper coming in on loan, what else can you expect? But to just learn, as I say, Woodman as well, coming through, expressing himself as a young goalkeeper. So they're both pretty much in the same boat, but quality difference. I think there was a massive golfing class there. As I say, Hamer on the books at Swansea as well, coming in from Derby. Towards the end, well, certainly towards the end of his career. He's 34 years old now. You know, being a first choice goalkeeper in the past, been around the block in the Championship, and you know, he's pretty much seen and done most of it. Coming in as the Swans as a backup goalkeeper to Hamer, to Bender finally getting that #1 jersey, but he's not really been able to solidify that #1 first choice goalkeeping role. You know, goalkeepers, they're your final line of defence. You know, if your defenders are broken through, striker gets through on goal, all you've got to rely on is your goalkeeper. And in some instances, it's too much for certain players, and I think the pressure certainly got to Bender on many occasions. The start of this season, especially with the style of play change, with Russell Martin coming in place of Steve Cooper. You know, bringing the ball down, being technically a sweeper keeper, very confident on the ball, passing out from the back, and unfortunately for Bender, he really wasn't showing those sort of attributes that we needed for this system of play. So very sharply, after 5 games at the start of this season, after conceding 8 goals, Russell Martin switched him out. He put Ben Hamer in goals as the first choice goalkeeper for a few games, sort of to see, you know, try and, you know, maybe push Bender to improve, and just see what Hamer can offer. And in all honesty, Hamer stepped up to the plate. He did fantastic in, you know, sort of the first sort of 5 or 6 games, keeping numerous clean sheets. He's currently played 17 games and kept 7 clean sheets at this stage in the Championship, coming through to January now. The last sort of maybe 5 to 8 games, not really been on par with what we saw the start of the season. What those issues have been, not quite sure, but still very confident on the ball, of passing out from the back. But as far as shot stopping, he's not really been where he was at the start of the season. We've seen 1 or 2 errors leading to goals, especially against Nottingham Forest. But yeah, so the dilemma is there for Russell Martin and the coaching staff. With Bender now leaving, with the introduction of Andrew Fischer coming in from MK Dons on a permanent deal, what is rumoured to be between £400,000 and £700,000. Some reports of £1 million, but I don't really see that being the true ballpark figure for a League One player, still quite young, pretty much unproven. Well, is completely unproven at Championship level. So who knows what will happen with him in his career. Obviously, we want him to do well for us. We'd like to wish him all the best for his next 10 years as a football player, and hopefully he can kick on with the Swans. But the possible headache now to what Russell Martin and the coaching staff have is, who do they start going forward against Huddersfield on Saturday, and then the next few fixtures. As we know, we're now, due to postponements of games due to COVID, positive COVID tests in multiple squads throughout the Championship, we are pretty much 4 games behind through most, 4 games chasing, 4 games in hand over majority of the other teams in the Championship. So there's an awful lot of football, a lot of compact fixtures coming up, a lot of double game weeks for the Swans. Who would Russell Martin choose as his first team goalkeeper going forward? Obviously, we said Bender was first choice goalkeeper at the start of the season. That quickly changed into Ben Hamer, and now we've gone and signed another goalkeeper in January on a permanent deal. With Fischer coming in, Bender has gone out on loan until the end of the season to Peterborough. Again, for me, he wasn't quite the quality goalkeeper we needed. Unfortunately, he's a big German goalkeeper, and he's a Swansea City player. We want him to do well. Obviously, we want all of our players on the books to do well. So fingers crossed he can perform at Peterborough, improve his confidence. Hopefully they play, I haven't really looked at it, but hopefully it's sort of the similar style that Russell Martin is playing at Swansea. Comfortable on the ball, playing out from the back, a good shot stopper, commanding his box. You want your goalkeeper, as I said, to be your last line of defence, and to be counted on when required. So it's yet to be seen what he'll do at Peterborough, but fingers crossed he performs there, and when he comes back, who knows what happens. Hamer may move on at the end of the season. As I said, coming towards the end of his career, he may retire. He may move on and be, a substitute goalkeeper, that backup sort of goalkeeper, what he was for the Swans when we signed him. But yeah, Fischer comes in, a 23-year-old goalkeeper, as I said, from MK Dons, very well known from Russell Martin last season and the season before. Up on the screen now are the stats of Fischer in comparison to Ben Hamer this season. And as we can see up on the screen, as I said, Hamer, 17 games, 17 starts, 7 clean sheets. He's conceded 23 goals in those 17 appearances, with an average FOTMOB rating of 6.48. Errors leading to goals is 1, 42 saves. So, in 23 games, 42 saves. Pretty much our defence needs tightening up and improving, but he can be relied on when required. He's only faced 1 penalty, and unfortunately that did go in. But as I said, 7 clean sheets for Hamer this season in 17 games. And when he did come in and replaced Stephen Bender in goals, I think an awful lot, if not all, the Swansea City fan base thought it was the right decision. We're very, very impressed with his composure on the ball, his distribution from the back, his shot stopping. But as I said, the last maybe 6 to 8 games, he has sort of fallen off from that form. As I said, Fischer, his stats are also on the screen, as I say, in comparison to Hamer. 23 games. They've played quite a few more games in League One without any postponements really this season. And MK Dons in those playoff positions, pushing for a championship. season next year. Obviously, that's going to be what they want. And they did very well last season, I think, finishing 13th, and Russell Martin. And as I said, Fischer was the #1 goalkeeper last season as well as this season until we've signed him. So 23 games, 6 clean sheets in those 23 starts. One booking, an average fault mob rating of 6.51, 27 goals conceded. So 6 games played more than Hamer and 4 goals more conceded. So about average, really. 1 error leading to a goal, the same as Ben Hamer. 51 saves in those 23 games. As I said, more games, more opportunities at your goal. 9 more saves than Hamer. And he's also faced 2 penalties this season, and he has saved 1, conceded the other. So the comparisons probably almost identical. If Hamer played another 6 games potentially before Fischer gets an appearance, those ratings will more than likely tally up and be pretty equal with each other. But the headache, as I said, the potential headache for Russell Martin now is who does he start going forward, especially this weekend against Huddersfield, a very, very strong team pushing at the top end of the Championship. I put a poll out, sort of a question out on my Instagram. If you haven't yet followed me over on there, it's just Total Swans TV, the same as it is on all social medias. That's Facebook, Instagram and Twitter. It's at Total Swans TV. So the question was quite simply, who are you starting in goal against Huddersfield? Is it Hamer or is it Fischer? And it was quite a landslide of a result, and I'm not sure why. But the landslide result was 19 votes for Hamer and 130 votes for Fischer. I'm not, I don't know the average age of those voters. I would assume a lot more youngsters than veteran Swansea fans, and maybe some just fed up with sort of Hamer's recent performances. Or maybe they just want to see what Fischer is all about, and why not throw him straight into the deep end on Saturday against Huddersfield. So, yeah, quite a landslide in that poll. As I say, 130 votes for Fischer, 19 for Hamer. Myself, I would probably stick with Hamer for Saturday at least, see how he performs against Huddersfield. Quite a decent attacking team. As I said, pushing for the playoffs in the Championship. So, a tough game. I would probably stick with what we know for now without throwing Fischer into the deep end. Get a few training sessions under the belt for him with Russell Martin and the coaching staff, see what he's about this season, and then just go from there. So I was quite surprised with those poll results, but yeah, it is what it is. 19 votes to 130. Very much one-sided landslide for Fischer. But let me know, guys, down in the comments. I'd love to hear from you guys what you think. I've got quite an older audience on YouTube than I do on Instagram, so I would love to hear what your guys' thoughts are, who you would start and possibly why going forward. But that's pretty much going to wrap it up for me. As I said, I'd stick with Hamer this weekend against Huddersfield, see what he can produce against a threatening attacking team, and just play it from there. Maybe a fresh set of hands in goals are what we need, because at the moment, currently 17th in the league, pretty much struggling. But as I said, with 4 games in hand, so maybe over the next few games, those games in hand, if we can pick up 9 or 10 points, being quite optimistic there, maybe 7 points, it will propel us back up towards mid-table, probably where we deserve to be at this stage of the season, and just build on it from there. So yeah, guys, that, like I said, just a quick one, bit of a 15-minute video, just to get you guys familiar with who Fischer is and what the potential headache is for Russell Martin and the coaching staff. But we will be doing a live match watch along on Saturday for the Huddersfield game, so make sure you do subscribe to the channel, turn on that bell notification. If you did enjoy the video, if you thought it was kind of informative, or as I said, leave your comments below, but do hit that like button, guys. The support on the channel has been fantastic, whether it's matchday vlogs or whether it's live match watch alongs. The support is absolutely fantastic. But I just wanted to throw this video together just to see what people's reactions are and what they think of the poll, what they honestly think of Fischer coming in And yeah, guys, I hope you have a great week until Saturday. Hopefully I'll catch you guys over in the live stream. If you're heading to Huddersfield, have a safe trip. And then we just move on from there. Hopefully we can pick up 3 points against a very strong team. But fingers crossed I'll get to see you guys in the live match watch along, guys. So thank you very much. Catch you guys soon.